This looks delicious. Yum. So it's after Christmas, you've blown that diet, and now you just want something a little bit healthy. Well, today we're gonna make a little bit of banana bread that's gonna taste a whole lot of delicious.
Just all in my head, floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me
Of course, the first thing you need is coffee. I mean, brown bananas. Now, these bananas you can mash up and then you can package them up into Ziploc baggies and you can stick them in the freezer for several months at a time. I like to do it by the 1 1/3 cup because that's one recipe, and stick them in a Ziploc baggie and stick them in the freezer. That way I can just take one out and I can go ahead and make a whole recipe with that. You're going to want to stick your oven at 350 degrees. Then you're going to want to get your loaf pans out. I have a 9x9 pan and a loaf pan just because my loaf pan had other things in it for my second one. So I went ahead and got a 9x9. Really, you could use whatever you wanted. You could use a 9x13 and coffee because you got to stay hydrated and caffeinated.
I miss a healer, just you wait and see.
Now I'm adding in my butter, which is actually margarine because that's what I had on hand.
I need an eternity. So tell me and be honest. Tell me, did you know that you...
Now I'm adding in my brown sugar. Exact measurements are going to be in the description down below.
Honest. Tell me, should I know that you believe in me?
Now I'm adding in some vanilla, which was an addition I put in. I put in about a teaspoon per recipe, and I'm doubling this batch. Now I'm just adding some salt. I'm eyeballing it because I like to live on the dangerous side. Now we're adding in some baking soda as well, and that I didn't eyeball because I don't like to live that dangerously apparently. Adding in our eggs. As you can see, clumps of butter still remain throughout the batter, and that's fine. It will melt as you bake it. Now I added in my sifted flour, and I'm mixing thoroughly.
Tell me, did you know that you would believe in me just like the winter snow?
Now to pour into our pans that we sprayed down with some Pam, or some Great Value Pam. Now a little trick for banana bread is that if your bananas are brown, you can mash them in with those bruises on there and everything, because the browner your bananas, the sweeter your banana bread will end up being. Now to add on some walnuts on top, I actually swirled some of these into the batter as well, so that they would go throughout the whole cake. This was actually an addition of mine as well, so this is not in the recipe. I added about 1/4 cup for the single batch and about 1/2 cup total for my double batch, which I was doing.
Alright, I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't.
Now these beauties are ready to go into the oven, and they'll cook for about an hour, or until a toothpick comes out clean, which took for me about an hour.
All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love.
This is what we ended up with. As you can see, it's turned out really beautifully. Let's see if I can slice a piece here. Just to show the inside. Alright, the money shot. Look at that, look at that. Ooh, ah.
I'll be right here. I swear
So I know people hate the word moist, but it really is. It's really delicious. So good. I love this recipe. I'll put it in the description down below. I've used it so many times, but this looks delicious. Yum. And this one, if I didn't say already, I'm doing it for my coworkers, just for something, a pick-me-up on a Monday. So I'm just gonna slice this up and put it on a plate and then saran wrap it and take it in tomorrow to work. And I think people will really enjoy that. Sometimes on Mondays it's just nice to come to work and have surprise breakfast there for you. I hope you make this recipe, and if you want to see another fun video where I make another recipe, I will have it right here, and I will see you all in the next one.
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love.